Betty, you mentioned 9 to 4 and schedule, and I'm wondering, Catherine, you talk about he's got a schedule and I've got a schedule. Walk us through that schedule for Daniel and what that looks like.
So Daniel starts at 8:15. So they do the morning song, what type of weather it's going to be, what the weather is going to be like today. And then they introduce the number of the day or the number of the week. And then honestly, what I've seen most of the times in the morning, it's easier for me just because it's a lot of videos. So of course, it's also the teachers trying to adapt. Of course, how do you grab the attention of a 5-year-old, these videos? So there's a video for the letters, there's a video for music, there's a video for everything. So then there's also multiple breaks. So after a few videos, there's a little break, so they get 10 to 15 minutes just to do whatever they want. And then they do the poem of the day. We have different poems. They review the poem from yesterday. And then they have specials. So at 10, we leave one Zoom call and we have to enter a different Zoom call for the special teacher, specials teacher. So it can be music, it can be Spanish, it can be changes. And then at 11, we take lunch. So he takes his lunch break. So there's 1 hour from 11 to 12 where he doesn't do anything. That's the time when he's supposed to be eating his lunch. But as a Latina, for me, lunch is you sit down, you have rice, chicken, you have, it's not a sandwich. So and then at 12, he has math and they practice adding, and then there's a lot of exercises. What I found amazing is that they really gave us a bag full of, they gave us the book for math. So every day on Canvas, I see exactly which specific pages we have to do on their own, on their free time. There's a specific time where he has to also work on his own. Of course, that I do at night. I don't do them when they tell me we need to do them. But then they gave us, for example, a ruler with the different little numbers, all of the poems that we're doing. They gave us all of those sheets. They gave us the notebook where they're supposed to cut out the poem and the little pictures and then put the poem in. They gave us everything, the glue, the crayon, everything. So it's amazing because we were able to organize everything, and as soon as they call it out, we just take it out. And I feel, Betty, when she's saying, Spanish speakers, for example, if they don't speak English and if they're saying, okay, now take the poem out and take the glue and the scissors, if they don't know those words, they don't, I mean, it's only by seeing what the other kids are doing that they're able to replicate. And something that I also want to bring up the attention is that kids, at that age, for example, they learn a lot by seeing what other kids are doing. And in this context, we're only seeing the heads of the kids. They're not able to, if they didn't understand the teacher, they're not able to just look on the side and replicate whatever the class is doing at the moment. So if you don't have a parent sitting down next to him, trying to, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing, you can cut it out, and then everybody's start drawing, because they don't have that capability to be fully concentrated and know exactly what they have to be doing at every time, at every moment of the day. So yes, that has been pretty much.
So when does his school day end? If he has math after lunch, when does his school day end?
So it ends at 1. To be honest, and I want to be super honest, I'm not a perfect mom. Sometimes I can't go through until 1 because I also have my work. So sometimes when I'm in a meeting and then I just turn around, he's already, and then I go see the team meetings and it has already been closed. So I don't know what's going on. So I start texting the teacher. Oh, is it break time? And then Danny says, they say bye. They said bye. And I'm like, so sometimes I just get lost and I'm like, okay, it's almost 1. Okay, we're done for today.
for either one of you, have your districts asked for input in terms of how perhaps things could have been done differently, or what are some of the challenges that they face that they think to it? And particularly for you, Betty, as a school administrator, counselor, and a parent advocate, have you been involved in any of those discussions with local school districts or any of the districts where your constituents are about how perhaps not necessarily telling them what to do, but some advice as to how perhaps they can address certain aspects? Because this is new for everyone. I mean,
Yeah.
for those of us who are school administrators, this was never on any of our, curriculum. So this is new for everyone. So have there been that sort of request for input, if you will, from your schools?
I would say for me, that's a no. And I think, to be fair, I think a lot of, the superintendents and administrators were just trying to really quickly figure out what needed, which direction they were going to go on, and they didn't know. Here in Ohio, things were, everyone was waiting to hear what the governor was going to say about could school open and could it not, should it be, face-to-face, should it be hybrid, should it be online? And so there were those concerns. I will say, I'll take that back. I was asked informally about my thoughts about the school year, but that was like way in July, and that was kind of too soon. But I think it is important that parents be considered.
In my case, I know that I did receive a survey, but before the schools decided, just asking me if I would send my son to school if ever they decided to open, for instance. So I was able to give my input on that. But then since the school has started, no, I haven't received a survey asking me about the experience and everything. What I do find amazing is the community that is being created around parents. So we do have a WhatsApp group where all of the parents, we communicate, we keep each other updated. For example, last week there was a schedule change. So there's a designated mother that pretty much is the one who communicates directly with the teacher, and then anything that the teacher needs to pass on, we receive all the information. So we're able to share between the parents also. For example, we're still having problems with the earphones. Is anyone else? Or for example, we can't hear the teacher. Is everyone listening to her? So we're able to, in the back, be able to, the teacher, of course, is doing the job and the kids are listening. So that community around the parents has been very helpful, just because sometimes we can't get those immediate answers from the teachers, but we get them from different parents.
So it sounds like communication, input with the understanding that all input does not translate into automatic implementation. It does, however, provide information for the best decisions to be made at the time. On behalf of my co-host, Atiba-Weza, and I, we hope you enjoyed Back to School Parent Perspective. See you next time on True Talk Thursday with Alice and NABSE, when we hear from teachers and administrators.